Hello and welcome to the Weather Hazard Briefing presented by National Weather Service Pocatello. This is for Monday, December 27th. This is what you'll see in this briefing. For today, we are expecting it to be very windy, especially in the Snake River Plain, with light to moderate snow in addition to that as a storm is coming in. Fairly warm conditions until later tonight when a cold front sweeps through. We're looking at widespread southwest wind of 25 to 35 miles an hour with higher gusts as strong as 50 miles an hour. Look for it to be strongest in the morning and then again in the late afternoon and evening. So there's sort of this midday lull, but don't be deceived by that. The wind is coming back. We are looking for heavy drifting of snow because of this, and also reduced visibility and blowing snow. That is why we have winter weather advisories in effect for most locations, with the exception of the Lost River Valley, that have currently been in effect, and they will continue until 9 p.m. tonight. We're also expecting the 6 to 12-inch snowfalls, which would be considered heavy snow if it was in lower elevations, but it should be limited to the high elevations only. After this cold front moves through tonight, we are expecting some bitterly cold temperatures to move in. This is air from central Canada that will be moving in behind the front. The magnitude of the cool down, though, is uncertain. It does have to cross the Continental Divide, which could cause it some problems. But we could see temperatures in the Pocatello area as cold as right around 0 for both Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning. The highs will struggle to get out of the teens. We may see some low 20s, but not very many on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then a snow threat returns for Wednesday afternoon with a stronger threat on Thursday. All right, so let's take a look at the 5-day outlook. You can see most of the bad weather is front-loaded here on today. We're looking for very windy conditions. It would be what we call wind advisory level for most locations, with the exception of the South Hills, the Lost River area, and the Lemhi County, where they will be sheltering from the wind, at least a little bit. It will just be windy in the high elevations in the South Hills. And then some light snow. Elsewhere, it's a light to moderate and moderate to heavy snow you can see in the southeast and eastern highlands, where in the higher elevations you will get that 8 inches to around a foot, especially in the southeast highlands, especially where Idaho Route 36 goes through Emigrant Gap. But otherwise, it's really not the new snow that's coming in, but it's the windy conditions, or very windy conditions, causing the snow to drift and blow. However, that will end during the evening hours tonight, and then the cold air moves in, and it will be bitterly cold for Tuesday morning through Wednesday night, Thursday morning. And you can see there is a chance of snow in some locations like the Snake River Plain on Tuesday, southeast highlands and eastern highlands on Tuesday. So it's mostly the east side, with the exception of the Sawtooth area, which is mostly, the chance of snow is mostly on the west side of that area as we continue with the westerly and northwesterly flow. But the big screaming message for Tuesday night is definitely the bitterly cold conditions. Then a chance of snow improves and spreads to more locations on Wednesday, especially in the afternoon, where you can see afternoon snow is likely in the southeast and eastern highlands. So it will be starting again Wednesday afternoon for those locations. And for Wednesday afternoon, temperatures should, while they'll still be kind of bitterly cold, the cloud cover coming in will probably help moderate temperatures there at least a little bit. And then Thursday, we have our next snowstorm coming in. You can see a lot of likely places and categorical southeast highlands, eastern highlands, the Sawtooth area should, no kidding, be getting some light snowfall accumulations, which means, for this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday storm activity, there's less than 6 inches, sometimes substantially less than 6 inches falling during that 24-hour period of, say, Thursday and Thursday night. And you can see by Friday, New Year's Eve, it's falling off some more. Just snow likely now in the eastern highlands, Elsewhere, just chance or slight chance of snow for New Year's Eve. And here's a satellite image from this morning. You can see the cloud cover streaming in. We will be getting the wind shift, and this low will actually be making enough of an approach where we get northwest winds in here by later tonight, causing that extreme cold air. All right, so for today, this morning, you can see snow pretty much everywhere with some what we would consider heavy snow, and that's why there's actually a winter storm warning out for the Wasatch. And here you can see the snow accumulation starting. First this morning, it is in the upslope areas are favored, so with southwest winds, that'd be southwest facing slopes, which are mostly areas west of the Stanley Basin and the Wood River Valley, and then the southwest facing slopes here in the upper Snake Highlands, and even some of them here in, say, the Big Hole Mountains and the Caribou Highlands. You can see by the morning, you can see it slowly shifting to the east, and that trend continues into the evening and afternoon hours. And here's the evening hours where the snowfall really tapers off, but the winds will still be going. We'll show you the winds in a little bit. And here after midnight, you can see the snowfall cover or snowfall areas significantly diminished to just around an inch or so, and that's mostly in the highlands, even east of US Route 20. Okay, here are the temperatures for today. Everyone's staying basically at freezing or lower. Very few places getting into the 30s. Here's the overnight lows. You can see the bitter cold temperatures moving in single digits for most of the Snake River Plain. And here are the winds. This is what the winds are going to be doing. These are the gusts. So these are the fastest winds we expect. It'll start out just gusting around 35 miles an hour or so during the morning hours, but watch as it increases 40 to 50 miles an hour over the Arco Desert, continuing into the afternoon, and then decreasing in the evening hours. This is right about the time the wind advisories expire, right around, as I said, 9 p.m. Here's 8 p.m. You can see it's down considerably. So there's still lots of drifting snow, going to wreak a lot of havoc with efforts to control that snow and to keep the roads clear. Here's Tuesday. High pressure's moved in. The snow is more limited. And you can see there's not a whole lot. It's mostly in the highland areas. There is some spread here in the afternoon hours. But it's, still a lot of places getting just a skiff of snow. Even Blackfoot, Idaho Falls, it doesn't register as very much. It's closer to 0 than it is 1 inch. And that continues into the evening. And then the late night hours. Here are the highs. You can see they are struggling. Only Twin Falls getting to 20 degrees. Everyone else staying in the teens. The overnight lows continue cold with a lot of single digits and a lot of below 0 in the central Idaho mountains. All right, then here on Wednesday, the snow will spread back into pretty much all locations, although some areas we still have just a slight chance of snow. Watch how this evolves. Again, we're back under west and sort of northwest winds, and so west-facing slopes are kind of favored here. That continues, but see how light it is. What areas are limited to stronger snowfall accumulations? There's really only this 2 to 3 inch area here in the Island Park region, and down here in the northern end of the Wasatch and the Bear River Range. And you can see, again, not a whole lot of accumulation. It already starts dying off here on Wednesday night. So here's the Wednesday highs, a little bit warmer, but still struggling to get into the 20s. And even Wednesday night with the cloud cover, still pretty bitter cold, although we're starting to see signs of it clearing up here at Snake River Plain, where we're staying in the teens. And some single digits in the northern end. So that's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always contact us at this telephone number here, or Check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.